Hi, my name is Jamie Schmotzer. I'm an instructor with the Old World Alliance, and in this video I'm going to give you a little 360 of the property that I'm working on today. See, there's some horses there in the background. Those are the neighbors. I'll zoom back in. See, they're actually pretty far away. And we'll start going this way. There's the barn. Go around this way. What I'm going to be doing here is giving you a little context, right? So we'll go this way. We're on this power line road, as I like to call it. And this way, let's see, we've got the John Deere Gator. And I'm right on the edge of, I don't even know how many acres they have, but there's a camp over there bordering the property that I live at. And let's do the full 360 back again to where the horses are. There we go. Zoom back in. And there's some donkeys or mules over there too. But anyway, let me explain why I just showed this to you here in just a moment. So anytime that we're talking about gear, there's always a context, right? Why are you taking the gear that you're taking? What's it for? Where are you going? What are you going to be doing? There's always a context. So I've had a lot of success with my 2020 Hidden Woodsmen Haversack loadout for spring. And I thought, well, you know, I guess it's fall now. I didn't do one for the summer, but I should do a fall 2020 Haversack loadout for the Hidden Woodsmen. And I thought, you know, my context has changed. Since I did the video in spring, my context has changed a lot. I used to live in a small apartment. Now I'm living on 17 acres next to more woods. Right? My context is different. And so what I would use this bag for has changed. I didn't have access to this John Deere living in a little apartment, and now it's there every day if I want to use it. So anyway, I've got this Hidden Woodsman Haversack, and I want to show how I've loaded it out for this fall. Now, you know, day to day it might change a little bit, but I want to explain to you why I've put together this particular kit and what for, right? Provide the context for why I put it together the way that I did. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I've got this configured and what I've got in it. All right, so let me show you. I've got this Hidden Woodsman Haversack. Now, on the outside, no different than the last video, I like to keep a pair of gloves. All I did was I put a big split ring right up here, between here and here. It's not gonna fall off this way. It's not gonna, it only has this much travel. I think it's a good solution. And so these just come off. There's this Velcro, keep my gloves. And there you go. So I like to have a pair of gloves. Why? Well, what am I doing out here? That's part of the context, right? Well, I'm going to be gathering resources. I'm going to be looking around the property a lot of times. I'll just go out on the John Deere and I'm looking to see where have trees fallen down. Where do they need to be sawed up and moved to get them off of the trail? Well, these gloves are going to come in handy. So I keep a pair of gloves. Now, what else am I going to need while I'm out? Well, like I said, I'm going to be out gathering resources. So I've got this VanQuest dump pouch. This is a beautiful thing, you know? This thing holds a lot. So if I'm out there gathering resources, let's see. you know, whether it's dried grasses or what have you, I've got a place to put them in this dump pouch. And it doesn't take up any space. It rolls up beautifully. It's up out of the way. Doesn't take up a lot of space. So I got a dump pouch right in here, right? All right. I've got some cordage. It's just a good idea to have cordage, right? So I've got some cordage. That's what I've got on this side. I've got gloves, I've got a dump pouch, I've got a little bit of cordage, and that's it, okay? Now let's see what's on the other side. The other side, I've got this Cryptek Highlander folding saw pouch from Malcolm, which I like a lot. Malcolm, I'd appreciate it if you made more stuff in that Highlander. I also have a Possibles pouch from Malcolm in Cryptek Highlander. I love it. And I've got a Baco Laplander folding saw right in here. You know, because again, what am I doing out here? I'm gathering resources, and largely I'm going around to see what trees have fallen down across my trails. I might need to move them. I might need to saw through them, so I want to have a folding saw. Now, in case of an emergency, I do have a fire kit right here. I just leave it on the haversack. I don't know that I'm ever going to remove it, but inside, very simple. I've got a 5" by 1/2" ferro rod from firesteel.com. Those are my favorite fire steels. And at the end, I've got one of these Night Eyes S-Beaners with this is really, really cool. This is from Beaver Bushcraft in the UK. And it is a fire steel. You can strike it on that side as a fire steel, you know, flint and steel. Or you can use this part right here to use it as a striker, this bottom side, for the ferro rod. So I've got a ferro rod and I've got a striker that can also double as flint and steel. And a very nice piece of fat wood. Look at that, it's gorgeous. I just keep that in here. That's my fire kit. If I can't get a fire going with that, there's a serious problem. So just keep that right here. I'm good to go. That's all I have on this side. Saw, fire kit. So now we're going to get inside of this haversack, and I'll show you in just a moment. All right, so here I'm not a patch guy, but I really do like this patch, so I do put it on here. So first of all, we've got that zipper pouch right here. I added a zipper pull from some LL Bean something or other, which makes it a little easier. Right up front, I've got two things that I might need very, very quickly, and that's why I keep them right on top in this pouch right here. One of them is my Woodsman Essential Oil Kit. Basically a little boo-boo kit. Got some vials of essential oils in there. I've got a Benadryl. I've got some Band-Aids. I want to be able to get to that really, really easily, so I keep it right here. Right? Now right behind it, tissues. Kleenex. I believe in having them at all times when I'm out in the woods. Could be runny nose, could be whatever. Wipe your butt with it, use it as fire tinder. Kleenex. Now, inside of here, it is fall 2020. It's what, September 20th, something like that, maybe 21st. The weather here in Northeast Ohio can change really, really quickly. So in here, I've got this bandana by Ex Officio. This is impregnated with permethrin, and because there's still bugs out, right? So this I can use as a bandana, but it's also treated to help keep the bugs away. So I have this in here in case I need it if it gets a little buggy. But I also have North by North. This is their hooded neck gaiter, basically a balaclava, right? Long here to go around the neck, hooded, because it could get very, very cold in a moment's time. I mean, it just happens. Nights around here have been pretty cold, and so in my kit, I keep stuff so if the weather changes, I can stay warm. I can, keep working, doing whatever I'm out here to do. So let's go back, see what else we got. That's all that I keep in here? No? Dummy corded on, I've got a Swiss Army knife. This is the Victorinox Hercules model. And I just keep that again. I use these Night Eyes S-Beaners. This also has a little Firefly ferro rod built in. Check that out. Very, very fragile. Maybe if there's interest, I'll do a review on those. But I keep that dummy corded all the way at the bottom just in case I need it. Okay? So, this pouch here, right? You got the zipper pouch, and then there's a slip pouch. And this pouch, again, North by North, but this is a 42 by 42. I don't want to call it a shemagh because it doesn't have all the frills and all that. It's just a 42 by 42 piece of very soft merino wool. I can use this all kinds of different ways. I can put it over my head. I can use it as a gaiter. You could practically use this as a blanket. This is going to help keep me warm if it gets cold. And so I keep it in there. Instead of a cotton shemagh, I've got this, right? 'Tis the season. It's getting cold. I need to have some wool. I might not need it, but I keep it in there in case I do. And that's all that I keep in that slip pouch right now. So let me open this up and show you what I got. All right, first of all, right here, I've got a Mora. This is a Companion HD. It actually came with an orange case, but I got two of them. I got a black knife and an orange knife, and I put the black knife in the orange sheath and the orange knife in the black sheath. Anyway, good knife, very inexpensive. I just keep it in there. It's ready to go anytime I need it. I've got it. Okay, so here, again, weather can change a lot. This is Telecon Hex poncho from the Surplus line. This is great. I can be out here. It gets really windy, I can throw this on. If it starts raining, I can throw this on. It's very small, doesn't take up a whole lot of room, and I can actually compress it even more. I just keep it in here because who knows. All right. In the Crown Royal bag, I keep a headlamp because sometimes I'm out after dark. So I keep very powerful, runs off of an 18650 battery. This is the Through Night TH10. I'm a big fan of it. And I just keep it in here. It's ready to go if I need it. Done. All right, what's next? The snacks. I keep a 16-ounce tin. I'm not going to show you what I got in here, but you could put whatever you want in here. You could put chocolates, you could put trail mix, you could put a beef jerky, whatever you want. I just keep one right here. Fits great. Okay, now I've got a Hydro Flask, 32 ounce, wide mouth. Can get ice cubes in there, because again, this is during that fall season. During this fall season where it could be really hot during the day and then at night it's freezing. So I might leave with ice cubes because it's hot. Finally, I've got a Snow Peak 700 titanium cup. Now, I didn't really bring this to use. More or less what I brought it for is a spacer, so that when I put this into the haversack, I'll show you here. I have this in the haversack, and then when I take out the Hydro Flask, put it in and out, I've got this cup in there to hold the space of the Hydro Flask, so it makes it easier for me to pull it out and then put it back in because it's got a cup holder down at the bottom, which I like a lot. So I'm going to take these out, and if you wondered if even with this silicone bottom thing on the Hydro Flask, this fits very easily. So if anybody was wondering about that, there you go. And lastly, I've got a utility mat. I waxed this myself. It was just from an old canvas wall tent that we cut up, and edges are hemmed, and as you can see, it's pretty well waxed. It's pretty stiff, right? Just holds its shape. So I have that in the back right here. All right, there you go. So let me put all this back in reverse order. I'll put this here. I'm going to put the poncho on the other side with the food tin in between as a divider. And put the headlamp on top of the food tin. The Mora goes in all the way on the side. All right. The North by North kerchief goes in the slip pouch right there. In the zipper pouch, I'm going to together put both of these in. And right on top of that, I'm going to put in the Kleenex and my boo-boo kit. Zipper that up. And we are good to go. All right. So if I need to go check out the property, I can just grab this bag and everything I need is in there and ready to go. Now I might swap out snacks on occasion. The Hydro Flask, I'm going to go get whatever my beverage of choice is that day. It could be a hot drink, it could be a cold drink, but either way, the Hydro Flask is going to keep the cold cold and the hot hot. So, dual use there. You hear the donkey or mule or whatever it is? Anyway, so yeah, I'll just swap out whatever food I want, whatever drink I want, and I can go to the barn, grab the gator, go for a ride, check out the property, or as often happens, I take the gator to where I need to go and I hop out and I start walking with the haversack, and I can just walk right on into the woods with it, and I've got everything I need. If I'm hungry, if I'm thirsty, if I need to start a fire, if I need to cut something or saw something, it's all there. If I get cold, I've got an extra buff. I've got a big old shamog-sized kerchief. I can keep myself warm. I can keep myself out doing what I'm out here to do. And that's the context. So what is the context for you? Why would you want a haversack like this? What would you use it for? What is the purpose for you getting one of these things, right? Because every tool, every piece of gear is designed for a reason, and there are certain things that it might be better at than others. A good haversack is worth its weight in gold, and this haversack, for as many years as I've had it, it's held up great. It's no worse for the wear, and it just keeps on going. It's all about the context though, right? What am I using it for? Now, what I'm using this haversack for at this point is so that I can basically grab it, you throw some food and drink in it, and go. I've got the stuff that I need in my context to do what I need to be able to do with it, which primarily is just go for a scout around the property, right? Check for resources, check things out, watch for deer and coyote and, that sort of thing. You do some bird watching, right? Watch the flowers and the plants, look for yarrow or other medicinal herbs on the property. Go get some jewelweed, harvest plantain, get fire tinder, check the trails to see what trees are down. And this thing is just there and ready to go with me. Grab some food, grab some drink, grab the bag, I'm good to go. The only other thing is I like to have this around my neck, but other than that, I'm not taking anything else out with me. The clothes I'm wearing, the Mora Eldris, Hidden Woodsmen Haversack with those things in it, and for fall, I should be good for what I'm doing with it. So in the comments below, if you have any thoughts, let me know what you use your haversack for. Let me know what it works particularly well for you for, and maybe what it doesn't. If you're in the market for another haversack or a new haversack, what are you looking for? Does this look like it might, fit the bill for you, or is there something different? Maybe you don't like Cordura. Maybe you'd prefer waxed canvas. Maybe you'd like oilcloth. Maybe you'd like it out of a different material or a different size. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you are looking for in a haversack, and what is the context that you'll be using it for. Well, let me know. And until next time, get out in the woods, have some fun. The fall's coming, the mosquitoes are all going to sleep.